All right.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Check.
Check 1, check 2. We got all the phones going off.
No, just yours.
Oh, it's just mine. Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start the Instagram. Sure, you good?
Yep, I'm good. I look good. I look fantastical. Go. Stand so strong, my love is. Stand so strong, my love is.
Your headphones don't sound loud to you. It's just all the way up.
I like hearing my voice.
All right. Whatever work for you. Let's start this shit up. Dun. I forgot to do this. All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend. And with me always, my beautiful co-host, Call Girl 6, better known as Fox.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
What's going on today? It's Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day.
Is that what they call it?
That's what it is.
Shit sound like some NASCAR shit.
It's supposed to be relaxing, though, but, I went to brunch today.
Yep. Luckily for me, Shane come gassed up off some mimosas, acting ass.
I was, but I had to maintain myself because the night before I was a little overwhelmed.
And overwhelming.
So I had to maintain, I had this whole plan about what I was going to do, and then I was like, nah.
I was out there killing it
Just
for
chill.
leg day.
Just chill.
Boy, I did. You boy out there trying to squat the earth. Get busy.
That's all good.
Be deadly. You wasn't there to stop me to talk about baby hernia. Squat all I want.
It's going to get back to you some way or another. It's going to find you.
For my hernia?
Get you, one way or another.
That's not very motivating. All right. Get to the shenanigans. So, Halloween coming up.
We do. Are we going to do a Halloween podcast like we did last year?
You the executive producer.
It's on Monday. So, yeah, we should switch Sunday's podcast to Mondays. To Monday for Halloween.
Is everybody usually in the house by 8:30 on Monday?
On Halloween?
I don't know how
They're
long
going to be
people
out
trick-or-treating.
trick-or-treating.
How long did they be trick-or-treating?
We had quite a few people on. So,
What time? What day was it on last year? Yep.
Sunday.
Mm.
Yep, it's a Sunday podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could do it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we compete with football on Sunday night anyway, so Monday night football won't be an issue.
And y'all still watch us and participate, competing against football.
Looking at this little Southern Belle right here.
Football. It's the devil.
It's the devil.
My mama says the devil.
Yeah, treating the tricks. I like it.
Oh, my God.
I don't think they're gonna be doing no 50% off sales or something like.
Treating the tricks.
Yeah. Did you used to trick or treat when you was a little fox?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I thought it was cool that I can go outside at night and just be out there for as long as we wanted to. And the whole neighborhood was out egging people. That's what we used to do, though.
Y'all motherfuckers really had money to be throwing eggs away, boy.
Egging people and tissuing them up.
I think we talked about this last time on Mystery Night, because we talked about it last time, but Mystery Night the day before. And that's when everybody be doing wild shit, like hitting people with frozen D batteries out of old boom boxes and shit.
Oh, that's
Like,
crazy. Why would you do that?
I wouldn't do that, but
Oh my God. I hope they still not practicing that shit.
I don't know. Probably is in my hood.
That's terrible.
HP Black was good, brother.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, so
Good to see you too.
the thing that used to be crazy about trick or treating. So we had got like a notice from the fire department back home that people was putting raisins and apples, like in the candy apples or apples and shit like that, and poison and everything. People always want to take some shit from you. Like, why is it people like this in the world? It's just like I don't even celebrate really
because they're unloved. They're unloved. That's why.
So you gotta kill kids? Like,
they're unloved. Yes.
I remember. I used to think I was just paying adult tax because I come in with my candy, and here go my mom, and my godfather. We gotta check that candy. Some motherfuckers in there on a sugar high,
Eating,
smacking my candy. Hold on, let me bite half of it. Let me get the poison out. Fuck out of here, bruh. Motherfuckers giving me in there. Rebel Shabazz, what's good, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, so you be sitting there, and everybody, gotta get your candy, smacking through all my candy, and then that's when you see all the sick people that obviously must have migrated from fucking Florida, New Jersey, who come up there with nothing but goddamn candy corn and circus peanuts.
Don't do that. Don't we not talking about candy corn nor circus peanuts.
I'm gonna tell
I
you,
like both of those, especially candy corn. I just had 2 tubs of candy corn that I rolled through. Okay.
You proud of yourself?
Yes.
That's what you're proud of?
Because it's good.
All your accomplishments in life, and you ate some goddamn...
Don't do that.
You got some sugar and candle wax, and you feel like, look at me. I'm out here eating fucking scented candles.
Candle wax.
That shit disgusting, man.
It tastes good. It's sweet. It's good. Like, the flavor is there. I don't understand.
There's a whole lot of other things that's sweet. That goddamn wine is sweet. Candy corn?
Oh, my God. Candy corn is dope.
And I don't think circus peanuts be getting... Circus peanuts is not getting the hate that it should get.
It shouldn't because it tastes good. It's nothing wrong with circus peanuts.
I can tell you.
Look, for the Halloween podcast, I'm going to have candy corn and circus peanuts, okay?
And this is why. Fox, who's the better cook in the house? Me or you?
It doesn't matter.
I just want to ask you, let's be honest.
What does that have to do with anything?
Answer the
talking
question.
about my taste buds? I taste very well, okay?
Yeah, you taste very well, but obviously your standards ain't shit. Fuck. You like, oh, this is really good food.
My palate is great.
No, your palate is a little too wide.
No, it's not.
Eating candy corn and packing peanuts? She does not speak for all of Florida.
Whatever.
Well, you know, Florida broken into 3 sections. You got Duval County, Dade Broward County, and then everything in the middle. Like, Florida, 3 separate countries.
You like candy corn
and circus peanuts. Well, I'm about to start banning people off the damn channel eating circus peanuts and candy. I'm telling you right now, I bet you if you was to ask Jeffrey Dahmer and every other serial killer that then came through there, Gacy, all them cats, if you was to ask them Bundy, I bet you they eat candy corn.
They don't eat no damn candy corn.
If you eat circus peanuts, you eat packing peanuts out of a goddamn box.
What's wrong with packing peanuts?
Do you know packing peanuts?
No, I like boiled peanuts.
You know what packing peanuts is?
You talking about the peanuts that come in the packs?
No, I'm talking about the white fuzzy shit that go into a box.
Oh, packing peanuts. Oh, packing peanuts. Oh, I thought like a pack of peanuts, like packs of peanuts. I know what you're talking about. Those little plastic, little.
You see, that's how good it tastes. Buzz is packing peanuts. What's wrong with that? They kind of sweet. Yeah, packing peanuts and shit.
Anyway,
I got it. I think I like the mystique and everything that goes with like Halloween. It's kind of like one of them dope things where it's like that, like healthy taboo, where it's kind of like you like tapping into some shit that you don't really know about, don't really know how to deal with, like all of that shit. I ain't with none of that. When people get like you draw 1 pentagram, I'm out. Because, I don't play none of that spooky shit.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing, or even someone else who knows what they're doing doesn't necessarily mean a comfort for you.
No. I don't know if you're a good instructor.
Have any idea.
Who did you get certified by?
Right.
Satan? But I don't know if your license is valid to be teaching me no shit like that. Nah, bro, I don't want to know. I'm good. Like, I'm telling you, ignorance is bliss, and I be real happy. Yeah, we your certification. Who did you certify with? Where can I check what the status is? What's the standard for these teaching?
Like in continuing education.
Yeah, what's the continued education or something? Like, how much more of your soul you gonna give? Like, yeah. Oh
my God.
Yeah. So I like all of that. Like the kind of getting into like the spooky stuff. I like the idea like campfire stories and stuff like that. Even though if I'm out camping and we got a fire going, I don't want to hear none of that scary shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go in my tent.
So it just reminds me, everything that we do pretty much in life, how we operate our lives are based on rituals and tradition, And so
elaborate.
So it just had me thinking, like, what? So everything we do, like, when it's somebody's birthday, we sing happy birthday, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it that song? Like, why couldn't it be something else that we sing? And I ain't talking about the Martin Luther King version.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, we're talking about happy birthday to Judy
birthday
King.
to
Yeah, we're
you.
not talking about that one. Yeah, but why do we have to do that? You know,
I mean, we don't have to.
certain things, but we do though. So why is it? So
What would be the alternative? Like you don't think you should celebrate? I mean, celebrating somebody's birthday in general is a ritual. So
yeah,
I
exactly.
guess
So
it's
all
not
these
more about
different-
the song, but more about
Right.
celebrating somebody's
It's
birthday.
about the doing, you know, the ritualistic behaviors that we have. So it just kind of had me thinking, like, what if we just didn't do those things? You know, why is it so important for us to be acclimated or have these rituals that we do all the time in order to proceed throughout life?
I think
So-
it's more like like with tribal people, you kind of like some sort of stability. So it's kind of like you almost feel like obligated, like, and it's just the way we've been taught, right? So it's been beating our head like somebody have a birthday, buy them a fucking cake. It's like, why not smoke them a brisket?
Yeah, why don't you get something else?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With that motherfucker on keto or something, get him a brisket and bacon cake or some shit like that. Like, what's the significance of like the cake and blowing out the candles?
Right.
And I think we should look into that.
Yeah, so those
like
are some
the
things
cake,
that
blowing out the candles and all that shit. It got to
Yeah.
represent something because it's like, I don't know what's so good about blowing out the candles. You trying to blow the life out? You trying to blow the life out my life? I mean, the light out my life? Like, nah, what the fuck is you blowing out the candles for? Let them burn.
yeah, some people don't even deal with the blowing of the candles. So yeah,
The
I don't
only
know.
the only reason I think I started thinking about the blowing of the candles is because of COVID. Like, we was wild.
Oh yeah.
Like, motherfuckers was out there with the Daffy Duck suckering succotash ass lips blowing off like just slobbering shit. And we was just out here eating the cake after it and spit all over that bitch. They over
Eat
there.
the cake anime.
Yeah, eat the cake anime. Got hella germs all over there. And we just like, hey man, this cake good as hell, man. Speaking of good ass cake.
What?
We went to the Good Brother Arts son
yeah.
birthday party, man. That cake was little dude
frosting.
cake was right. That frosting, it was like cream cheese and heroin or something.
Yeah,
Some cream cheese and heroin frosting. I think it had like a picture. Whoever they got that shit from Frank Lucas. Like they got that cake from Frank Lucas. That shit was hitting. I almost bit the baby. Baby had frosting on his face. I was like, hey, little fella.
It's the last drop left. Let me see.
You know what I'm saying? Last drop left, little
Let me
fella.
see it.
But yeah,
Yeah,
some of the rituals is wild. And I was thinking about it was a girl that I went to school with, and she had like a whole bunch of posts talking about like all the different things we do that's like hoodoo and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just going on and on and on. And I don't know if I can go on my Facebook while I'm live on it. I guess we'll see if I fuck it all up. But
So one of the things I see is that, you know, with rituals, so they did some studies, right, about why we perform these rituals throughout our daily lives, right? And it was basically because it reduces stress levels. And I'm like, how does it reduce stress levels? Because, you know, it's like a way we use the rituals as ways to soothe anxiety, right? Because it's something, so it soothes anxiety for things that are unexpected. And we know throughout life when we go to things that we have things that are unexpected happens, our anxiety level goes up.
so we need something to
Stress
kind of
level goes
anchor
up.
us.
Yeah, so that kind of anchors us, give us a balance that we need. And because it's something that we know what's going to happen. We look forward to it happening, and we can control that. We can control how good we are at it, or how, you know, how much more we want to learn to do whatever it is that we're doing. So I think that that was a good study for them to do, because I would have never thought that me performing or me doing something every day, not just out of routine, but for a specific reason,
I
it
know
would
it's
calm me.
Nah, I
But when
know
you
it's
really
things.
look at it, it will. Like even the prayer or to whatever certain
What did you
day
used
or
to do?
holiday.
What did you used to do before you play volleyball? You ever did like any ritual for before volleyball?
Right. See, that's what I was about to say. Like those people who play like basketball and things like that, they go through their own little rituals that they go
Yeah.
through every day. Well, when they're having their games in order to be successful.
It kind of
So,
like ground you. I think it's more of definitely a mental thing. But yeah, it's like kind of something to ground you. Like my ritual wasn't really nothing special. I just like think about it a lot, get nervous, I have to take a shit, and then yeah, we ready.
yeah. Me, it was music for me.
Yeah, I used to listen to music, but I remember how many times I listened to Slam by Onyx before a game. Like, let the boys be boys. Yeah, your boy was acting a whole ass. Like, and that was
New
on.
Jersey driving it up.
The Jersey Drive, they ain't got nothing to do with the Jersey Drive. Boy, you fucking Southerners. But yeah, homegirl that I went to school with, she said, y'all probably gonna block me for this, but oh well. Anointing oil, hoodoo, potions for protection from negative entities, laying hands, hoodoo, enchanting the vessel. Some of them hymns you singing, hoodoo, calling on the deity, catching the Holy Ghost, hoodoo, being mounted by a deity, praise dancing, hoodoo, calling down the deity, laying your burdens down at the altar, hoodoo, seeking assistance or petitioning the deity, prayer lines, hoodoo, group
But she
ritual.
could say that, but so someone else in their own religion will call that something else. You know, why would she specifically say, "Oh, it's hoodoo" because it's done in hoodoo?
No, she's saying like that's where it originates from. She's saying none of this is devil work, none of this is witchcraft. Some of the biggest practitioners are the black church talking about hoodoo. All of these practices stem from African traditional religions because that is what hoodoo is, a mix of ours with theirs so they could survive and not be demonized for their ways.
Okay.
So we need to be more tolerant of those who choose to lean towards ours a little more, set out of love. And just like a cousin cooking fish on Good Friday, gathering to pray on New Year's Eve, the damn not lime meal, black eyed peas on
I'm
New
curious
Year's
to
Eve.
what she might consider, you know, like cooking fish on Good Friday, like because I'm just curious to where she get that from.
Well, she's saying I'm very hoodoo. Hoodoo isn't devil worship either, and it ain't witchcraft. It ain't superstitions. It's botany, anatomy, physiology, psychology, reproductive health, and quantum physics. Hoodoo is a science passed to you by your elders and ancestors. It's a connection back to the motherland. It's in your blood, whether you acknowledge it or not. Hoodoo is life.
My thing about it is that people, it doesn't matter what it is, if they don't like to stray away from what they've been taught, so it's hard for them to accept anything that's different, right? And because they don't want to be looked at differently amongst their own peers,
yeah,
or those who ever grew up with them, or you know, in the same groups that they're in.
Yeah, and then people suffer from like a little cognitive dissonance, and then like you know what I mean, almost like breaks in reality. And I don't know if I was talking about this on the podcast or just in conversation, but it's like one of the major reasons why people like double down on whatever the dumb shit it is because it's like how they identify. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, excuse me. Like if you identify as one of those the world is flat motherfuckers, right? Like if you identify with that, you don't wrap your whole reality in that, and that's who you are, you the dude who think the earth is flat, and then everybody proves that shit wrong to you, Neil deGrasse Tyson calls you a fucking idiot, then at that point, you're like, oh, yeah, maybe, shit, well, I can't be wrong. This is all I tied myself into. Like when people tie themselves into religion, and then they find out like religion ain't exactly what they thought it was, and then that's when they start having those like personality splits of trying to figure it out. Like, but I wrap myself in all this, and this is all I know is the church, and blah, 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 blah. And then
that's
come to find out the
I
shit is
think
a hoax.
we are as people, we kind of do that. We gravitate towards one thing, and we wrap ourselves, we engulf ourselves in it, and then that when it comes not to be what we expected or what we thought, there is the break.
Yeah, and I think it leads back to like something that I when I was listening to Jordan Peterson. A lot of people don't like him, but I mean, a lot of people got like a bunch of feelings and no gray matter between their ears. So Jordan Peterson was talking about how, you know how I always say that people are tribal people, and he agrees, right? Clinical psychologist and pretty smart fucking dude from Canada. But he was talking about how we're tribal people, and we start off in our tribe, like, and you know, your family is your tribe, and then like whatever shit that they into, that's what you into, right? Just like how tribes were back in the day. And then you go from there, and then you go to like school and expand your tribe, and you start kicking it with the volleyball team, the basketball team, the football team, the science club, the debate team, the fucking nerds with trench coats over there playing Dungeons and Dragons, waiting to shoot some shit up when they don't get no ass or something like that. Like whoever your tribe is. And then what's supposed to happen in the institutions that we have, like when we go to college and stuff like that, high school too, but like high school and then going to college, what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to get those views, beliefs, and all those beliefs challenged, so that we can come to our own identity, and find out who we are. Yeah. And we're supposed to find that level of individual, because you're supposed to go from being in a tribe instead of being like, you know what I mean? And that's where you get these like strong left and right wing people who are like, oh, well, you know, this is what I believe in, and I'm a Democrat for life, or I'm a Chevy driver for life, and we identify with these things, and then, you know, Dodge come out with a Hellcat and went, that's a bad motherfucker. Come on, Camaro, do better. You know what I mean? And we identify with these tribes, and we're really supposed to reach a level of individual, as a level as an individual, so that we can go back to that tribe, because we're supposed to go back to our tribe and then teach them shit, right? And then the basic, like the basic idea, like if I was a hunting tribe and you was a gathering tribe, and your tribe was like, yo, we just gonna eat fruits and vegetables and we gonna do this and that. And we over here like, we'll eat a little bit of fruits and vegetables, but we gonna kill the fuck out of some animals. And y'all like, nah, we don't kill no animals. And then we meet, we exchange some culture, and then you like, yo, this deer smack. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you bring that back to your tribe and get rid of some of the shit that they was doing, like, you know what I mean? So you take a step that they had and be like, this wasn't effective. How about we try hunting? And we try hunting like this, and you bring it back to that tribe, and it makes that tribe better, and you get rid of some shit that don't work.
So
bring
at
in
the
some
end
shit
of
that
the
does
day,
work.
it is about progression and evolution. You know, you must evolve. You must evolve while we're here, right? You can't just stay stagnant in one place. You have to be able to move forward.
I think a lot of that is based off of school, too, because school is so fucking bad nowadays that I remember, like, you remember having a real good teacher who used to love their class and love to learn and wanted to continue to learn.
Oh my God.
And then you remember them other teachers, you was like, I just can't wait till that fucking bell ring.
Why are you here? Like,
yeah,
I'm not learning anything.
Because we shouldn't graduate college. Like, when we got our bachelors and shit like that, we was like, fucking, I'm done. Like, we shouldn't graduate school that way. We should graduate school and still have a, like, and Neil deGrasse Tyson said this, like, we should still have, like, a vigor to want to learn and learn more, right? Like, you learn some shit and it's like, boom, like, oh, like, you should still want to learn
like,
about
I can't wait till this shit over.
Yeah, well, we can't wait till the shit over so I can rest my brain, because we're just racking our brains. But, like, when you have really good teachers, you racked your brain and they demanded a lot out of you, but it didn't seem like work. It's kind of like having a job that you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem as much like work than when you're just doing something tedious and it seems like you just punching a clock for school. Like, so a lot of that is on like on the institutions, but I mean also the systems that we have behind the institution. Our education system's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's a lot on that. But you really got to like, oh, I want to learn this, so I'll deal with the boring shit. When you should really like learn and then be like, oh, I want to continue my education because I want to learn, not I want to continue my education just because I want to get a better paying job.
This made me think about this lady I had when I was in radiology school, right? I was going to school to do radiology. So, oh, my God, this was a terrible teacher, I swear to you. I have never had this. I don't know if she was incompetent. I don't know if she just didn't understand or she didn't know how to teach. You know, you're teaching students and they have a variety of learning techniques, learning however they learn, right? So, oh my God, we were all in this classroom and we all felt the same way. There was nobody, I mean, no one felt any differently from the next person, right?
Was she just killing y'all with like PowerPoints or some shit?
Not even PowerPoints. This is the book. Read this book. And so now we have to understand whatever we just read, but you're talking about radiology. So you're talking about all the bones, you're talking about different diseases, you're talking about all these different things. Like, no, we just really didn't understand. We were teaching ourselves at one point. And we wouldn't listen to her. We wouldn't listen to her at all.
It's because she was dumb and she just boring.
It wasn't that she was boring, number one, but I don't think she understood how to teach. So we just broke it down for her. We had this lady crying. She left us.
Florida schools.
She left out the classroom and that was it. We didn't hear from her in like 2 days. Like, where you been? Like, we come to school, she not here. She not here. Who's teaching us? We don't know who's teaching us. Okay, well, we paying for this degree, so somebody better do something.
Oh, this is college.
Yeah,
oh, you said radiology. Yeah.
So we go to the president of the school, and we like, yo, we don't understand what's going on. She's a terrible teacher. This is why. This is what she does. A couple of us recorded it, whatever. We need a new teacher. We need a new instructor. Like, what's up? So I guess she got to talking to the principal or the president or whatever, and she came back. And she did really good for like 3 days. Like, she had videos, she had the little skeleton up, she had all her little charts and everything. I'm like, now that is how you teach. And so afterwards, we all kind of gave her praise about it. Like, yo, you're doing really good. You know, this is the type of stuff that we need so we can understand, you know, visually looking at it, then applying it to what it is that we're reading and all this stuff. And so I guess after that, she just kind of cut off. She just shut off because she couldn't do that any longer because that wasn't her style.
Yeah, she took 2 days off to get her shit together. Yeah. I was like, I can't maintain this shit. Can't keep that same energy.
It was too
fucking
much.
Hurt now.
Yeah, and so it just made me, when you were just talking about the teachers and what we were supposed to be, you know, how you teach people things and everything, it just kind of made me run off on that about how little we know about everybody's learning styles.
Well, I think like so I'm a military training specialist in military, obviously. So one of the things that one of the things that they beat into your head is like it's 4 different types of learning. You know what I mean? You got the visual, you got the audio, you got the hands-on, so forth, so on. Right. But the thing about it is, like, so they'll say, like, if you teach one style, it's kind of like people will retain a small percentage of the information, right? But like you get to up to when you blend all of them together, that's when you start reaching the 90 percentile. Like some people just ain't gonna learn. There's some dumb motherfuckers in the world, right? And some people are dumb, and then some people have such an abstract way of learning that you just have to tune into that one person, figure it out, right? But that's 10% of the people. 5% of idiots, and then 5% of just like abstract minds that you just got to figure some shit out. But if you bring the other 4 elements of learning in there, then you have a better chance of people retaining the information. And it's kind of like
reach your students.
And one of the biggest problems is when people teach shit they don't understand or know the history behind it. Like, so for even when it's about gun shit, right? Like when I teach gun shit and when I'm teaching for the business or whatever, and we teaching people about guns, it's like I have enough like knowledge, I have enough like history behind what I'm talking about, and enough experience to like make this applicable to the certain crowd that I'm with, right? Like if they come in there and it's a bunch of dudes who hunt, it's like, well, I got enough experience hunting to make this relative to you to hunting. You know what I mean? If we're just talking about being out and about, going out and having friends, I've been in these situations, like all these situations you're talking about and stuff like that. Like I've been worldly enough to have experience so I can make it applicable to
worldly. You. Yeah, you have.
Let me tell you something, Miss Babylon. Yeah, you was the one dancing on couches at brunch today, but I'm a whore. Okay. Okay.
I wasn't really dancing on couches. Like, I was just enjoying myself. I just told you that, but that's not what I did.
I'm going to tell you what a wise man told me. Tell the truth. And if you're not going to tell the truth, at least don't lie.
Whatever.
You fucking hood. But, yeah, so I'm sorry. Your fucking Jezebel ways made me lose my train of thought. What was we talking about?
We need to get back to talking about rituals because that's what we're
Let's talk about rituals, like dancing on couches for what's the ritual of that?
Spirit. It was a spirit that took over.
Like you drinking these spirits and the spirit got in you and you popping that poom poom for a gong.
Hey, that's what it said on the song.
Well, pop that poom poom for a gong?
Yeah, pop it for a real one. So oh my God. Anyway. But so you see some of the rituals that I do sometimes. I don't do them all the time. So it depends. I don't know. I'm kind of like a sometimey person anyway because it depends on how my feelings feeling. You know, if
I've been hearing that shit for years. Depends how my feelings feeling.
Yeah, we gotta check in with our feelings. How my
you gotta check in with the rest of your personalities.
You know, that's what it is. That's what
all of them
my
don't
girls,
be feeling on board.
Like, right. Me and my girls, we just not on board all the time. Not on the same page, but
I only got 2 personalities. It's one person that's just trying to chill and make something out of this world and want to be happy and want like just the world to be a great place. And there's one person just like I burn all this shit down. That's the other personality I got. I burn all this shit down. I will burn this motherfucker down.
Those are 2 extremes though. So
no, one person want to chill and be happy. I ain't say it was like fucking unicorn piss and fairy dust, like you know what I'm saying. But the other one is
but that's
piss
what
and
your
vinegar.
Happy is though.
No, I don't know. Call it what you want. But I'm tell you what it is. The one to worry about is that dude who just like, man, I'm so good at lowering the senses.
What are some rituals that you've done? What? Why are you laughing?
Because I just thought about this dumbass thing that I don't know if it's dumb. I never did any research on it, but it's this thing I used to do when I was a kid. You know, I was a really weird kid. I'm fucking still weird now. I'm just a weird adult. But when I was a kid, I used to like work out and like do like whatever martial arts or whatever I was in, you know what I'm saying, or whatever I learned. I'd be like going through all my moves and stuff like that in the room, and I'd be like, you know what I mean, getting on, and then I would like do, and I can't remember it anymore, but I would like, I feel like all of this energy is unlocked and shit like that, and I would do like some little fucking ritual or something to like lock the power in so I could like keep charging this power up so that I can use it later. What is
that? Wait. You can't just skip over that. What does that look like? Like, what do you mean? How would you lock the power in?
I want to say like I never watched Naruto, but I done seen people doing like the hand shit and all of that, this and that, and I'd be doing some shit like locking in the power of the dragon. Like I was a nerd. Like I was locking in some power of the dragon. I was like, hold this power in, and then I'm gonna let this power out whenever I need it or some shit. I'm glad I went and like got out in the streets and got some ass or something, because I don't know what the fuck I'd be right now. Like I was like it was some weird.
I'm glad you did too.
It was some
I
weird.
imagine you was doing that. I'm like, Okay.
Hey, get in the bedroom, and I'm in there
Great
like,
to know you.
unlock.
Now,
Dick power.
how about you unlock that damn door? It's time to go. That's it. We're done. We're done here.
Oh yeah, Rami, he hit me up on Messenger, brother. I got it. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I know he sound pretty solid. But here go Chris. What's the nonsense tonight? You motherfucker, you the nonsense. But yeah, so yeah, it was like some weird shit like that. Before games, I didn't have nothing crazy. I always tried to get a ritual. I had a free throw ritual.
Oh, what was that?
It was real simple. I'll spin the ball with two hands, and then I dribble twice, spin it in my right hand, dribble twice, spin it in my right hand, and I shoot. And I was like I've been a fucking 90-something% free throw shooter like all through high school and even before I got kicked out of college and shit. Like free throws is free.
Yeah.
Before you give me 100 of them, I'm gonna give you 98 back. Like you only getting 2-cent change back, bro. You ain't gonna be able to buy nothing with it.
It's free, Brad.
That was one. When I started Thai kickboxing, there's a whole ritual for Thai boxers, like with the headbands and the armbands and everything else. So that was like already for Thai, because Muay Thai boxing comes from Muay Baden, which is like fucking blood sport, I kill you shit. Like it's not fighting, it's violence. And that's where Muay Thai, the fighting style, comes from. So it's one that kind of comes with that. And then like it's certain stretches I would want to do, certain things, but like nothing like really crazy that I can think of. I already like told you about that childhood shit, so I'm kind of done with you and everybody listening to this podcast. I was thinking about cutting the fucking stream as soon as I said it. But I guess we're here now.
That's cute. I can see.
Oh yeah, I was cutting up.
Love the dragon.
Big ass head, like lock in the power of the dragon or some other. Boy, I'm telling you right now, boy. I'm telling you right now.
That was your escape, so that's okay.
I mean, yeah, now you think about it, it probably was an escape because I was thinking about everything else, and I'm like, I see my mother's boyfriend or something and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this motherfucker up out of here one day. You know what I mean? And then I did get him the fuck up out of there one day when I was a kid.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go ask you how that happened. So
Is it 30 years ago? What's the statute of limitations on arson?
Arson? Oh my God.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Indict me hotline. We at right now? No.
Indictment. I was fucking like 6 or 7. I had a ritual for running the diesel. Oh, so on submarines we got these things called oxygen generators, right? So they call them the bombs. That was my water bottle.
Scared me.
Yeah, that was a ritual. All them rituals got you shook. But yeah, so we got these oxygen generators, and they would be so fucking finicky, right? And it's like you got 3. So oxygen high enough is flammable, right? And then and hydrogen is explosive, right? Like 4% is flammable, 8% is explosive or whatever. And you got pressurized fucking hydrogen and oxygen, because basically you're taking water and you splitting the hydrogen and oxygen and pressure and getting high enough pressure, pumping it out that you're pushing the oxygen either in the atmosphere so we can breathe it into these storage banks that we used to have. And then the hydrogen you're getting rid of pumping it off the boat. So you'd have this thing called a rapid depressurization, where it's like basically you fuck up. It's a little filter in there. It got this pink shit in there. Like, and when you blow the Desiccant out, everybody know. Like, as soon as you come over and look, be like, fucking up, huh? Like, yeah. But when it like gas would come out that shit, and everybody just worried about that shit blowing up. They call them the bombs, right? So people would have all type of rituals to keep them things running, like chicken bones, like legitimate fucking military personnel with chicken bones in there. Everybody just like, that shit run like the captain coming in there. Why these chicken bones? You know all these goddamn chicken. Don't you touch them goddamn chicken bones, captain. You want to die? You want to die? Like, you know what I mean? They had chicken bones. The evaporators that we used to make water. You would have it was these cats. You know my boy Johnny Russo. Him, and it was this cat named Mike Stab. That and we was on a boat, and you got a big evaporator, and then you got like their emergency little evaporator. It's a piece of shit. Everybody who ever would tell you about them shits, it was a whole piece of shit. And it was just hard. And every captain would be like, yo, y'all got to keep that thing up and running to make it one glass of water that I could drink. So it'd be up for fucking 12 hours. I'm trying to get this piece of shit. If we ever had to depend on that thing to make it, we was gonna die scurvy. But they'll be doing all type of rituals. I'm talking about, you see them dudes back there with markings and shit on their face. They doing rain dances and all type of shit to try and get this thing popping. Like, yeah, they go, Manny, look, those 5 fucking red valves, EOG, exactly. That's how you block it, because that, you know, that's basically, people won't understand, but some of my boys will. But it's like, that shit get angry, it act like it want to blow up. You shut these valves to block it, so it can't nothing go nowhere. Then you'll depressurize it and then come out of electrolysis and will stop making oxygen, all that shit. And it's scary. It's scary when you're a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they're by yourself, just sitting there, yeah. brand new to this shit, you in there by yourself, and then you hear that alarm go, brrr, and everybody knows what that alarm is. So it's like the rest of A gang coming in like, hey man, you ain't fucking up. What's going on there, man? What you doing to his caustic gas and shit going out the place? You and that motherfucker, help. Yeah, it was some rough fucking times. But yeah, so some of those rituals. What rituals you had?
Well, the recent ones, I would guess I had you a part of some of those. Like,
putting my feet in the dirt and shit.
Yeah. When we do some of the new moon rituals and the or the full moon rituals.
Fox had me do some shit, but we.
How'd you feel about that when you did that? You know, it's so weird to me. Like when I first met you, I was like, I wonder if you think like, because I know how you felt about like different things about spirituality. So I kind of was like, well, I wonder if he gonna think like I'm worshiping the devil, or
I don't think
wonder
you're
if he
worshiping
gonna
the devil,
think that
I was like,
I'm just weird.
She a witch though. She a witch. I already kind of knew, but I already kind of knew that you like. I knew you was into spirituality, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of like. I guess I felt gullible about the fact that I'm like, well, I mean, I don't think she's trying to take my soul or nothing. Like, she don't want just the soul. She want everything. Fucking thing that go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah. There you go. Wake up here, Jackson. Can you make the alarm sound again? But and then he said, I want to do a moon ritual. What's it for?
Yeah. So basically, I wanted to. Okay. So anyway, it depends on which moon you're doing it for. So me, I like.
How many moons?
The new moon.
Oh, you talking about the status of the moon?
Yeah, status. So for the new moon ritual, what I would do is, I would go get my crystals or whatever, right? I would light a candle, and also I would write down some intentions. I would set some intentions about what I want to see happen over the next course until the next new moon, right? So or what I want to release, like any trauma, any bad feelings, any type of repression. I want to release those things. I would write it down on paper, and then I would say those things out loud.
You should have told me about the release, and I released my goddamn credit score.
You did know the first one you did was a releasing. The first one you did at 4508 was a releasing. And you would, take the paper, you can light it and let it burn into ashes to release those things out into the universe. So, and so it's basically symbolic. And that's just an example of what it was that I would do during a new moon ritual. So you can do it for different things, like things you want to accomplish, things you want to release, things you want to improve, anything really. And, my thing is, too, like what I was telling you not long ago about basically just being barefoot, recharging yourself in the earth. Like, put your feet in. We are walking. We have electricity in us, right? Mm-hmm. So in order to ground ourselves, it's literally grounding ourselves when we go and stick our feet.
I mean, that's easy for somebody who say who ain't never been bit by snakes before. Like, I done been bit by two snakes. I done been bit by two water moccasins. And let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about any of the pit viper and all that other shit. Water moccasins the meanest goddamn snakes I've ever seen.
Well, you have to go where snakes are, but
yeah, we only live in Georgia.
Check your backyard. We look and see what's over there, and there's nothing in the area where we go to, so it's fine. So dig your foot in that dirt.
My great friend over here disagrees. My great four-legged friend. Rami said, yo, why don't you start a Just Chatting Twitch channel? I don't even know what that means. We do this on this streams on Twitch. So like we got some of the comments and stuff like that come from people watching on Twitch. So I don't really know what
hey Twitcher.
Just chatting Twitch channel. I don't know if that means like that might be kind of like what we do. I think it might be referring to like what we do when we do overtime. We just be bullshitting for like 5 minutes after the podcast.
Oh, cool. So we may look into
but yeah, Rami, let me know a little more about
what you're talking about.
What that is, or if you can't do a short explanation, because I'm a little social media retarded. You can go ahead and like give me a shout after this and let me know. But yeah, I don't know. It might be something good to it. We'll see. It's on Twitch. Damn, let me get at it. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, we're on Twitch. The podcast stream on Twitch. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been on the page in a while, but I just see the comments and stuff like that. And sometimes every couple of weeks, I remember to go on there and edit and see what's on there. But yeah, what other rituals you got? You got the moon rituals. You got he said he played with crystals all the time. Fox don't be playing with crystals. She be serious about her crystals.
Yeah. So I don't know. I try. Sometimes I sit in a circle with them and I do meditation with them outside. I think outside for me is the key thing to
that's what foxes belong
at. To reconnect and recenter and refocus myself. So I think that's the best. That's for me. I don't know. It may be different from other people. Some people might do salt baths. Some people may do just candlelighting.
I
Some
know.
people may do bathing, spiritual baths.
I know some of the things that would actually help me. It just sucks in this area. It was really nice, like when I was in Eastern Washington, like when I was on the West Coast, or other places. Is like one, I like to go on fasted solo hunts. So basically, I fast and just go hunting solo. So it's like no phone. If I die out there, I'm just fucking gone. That's just what's gonna happen. But those fasted solo hunts, one year they say your senses are keener when you're hungry, because like our ancestors, they wasn't hunting. Like, we don't hunt, right? Like, we go in the supermarket and be like, hi, I got your fish.
I want this oxtail.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I want this
fact.
oxtail. It's like the motherfuckers actually had to go kill an ox. You know what I mean? Go find the ox and kill him. So for me, like, that was a good one for me, because it'd just, like, basically, that was, like, my detach. You know how people be, like, kind of, like, need to rinse that palate from, like, social media and shit like that?
Right.
That would be kind of, like, how we didn't have as much social media then, especially when I was in Washington. We had, I think MySpace might have still been popping. Like,
Moco Space after MySpace. I was like, what?
I missed that. I think I might have hit that.
know.
I think that was like during Black Planet and everything else.
Yeah, it was like after MySpace, I think. It was a new thing after MySpace.
Yeah, it was just me and Tom holding it down anyway. Yo, MySpace was lame as hell if we had to look back to it. I think they let you go back to that shit. Yo, we had a whole bunch of writing and dumb shit on our page, made
Is
people
it
listen to
still
whatever our
up,
favorite
though?
song.
I'm
I think they
sure
got
about it.
some shit with MySpace, but they got like a shorter staff and some other shit. And I think you can get back to your page, but my fucking email was like gingerbreadman111 or some shit,
like
AOL.com.
Because I wanted to be 18 so bad. Yasmills18 at Hotmail or some shit.
My boy Wick.
Who knows?
I like to meditate for about 1.25 hours in the morning on the weekdays. Must be
Wow.
nice. Motherfuckers got to work your old hour and some change meditating
1.25
that.
hours. Wow.
Yeah. Manifesting.
And so I guess my ritual, would be my sunsets, you know.
Yeah,
I
Fox
my
be serious about sunsets.
Like, I love to sit and watch the sunset. It's like a favorite thing of mine. I don't know why. And I'm curious to learn more about myself, about why I love the sunset so much, why it's important. It was to the point one time, I remember a period in my life, it was to the point where if I did not see the sunset, I had a terrible day the next day. I don't know if it's
I don't know.
mind
Yeah, I wonder
making me
how much is
believe
that mental. Yeah.
But I was just so miserable. Like, I was
I remember
miserable.
I remember one time, because I gotta have a bowel movement before every game, right? So one time before
TMI.
I mean, it's my ritual. That's part of my ritual. I guess maybe it's called like the nervous shits or whatever they call it, but those are my nerves or whatever. But I'd have to poop before every game, football, basketball, every fight, everything, right? And in one AAU game, me and my brother JD, we played in it. It was when we played for the Rams back on Newark Rams. And I had a great game. I had like fucking 28. I had like 28 rebounds, 28 points. You know what I mean? It's a couple assists, some blocks and shit like that. But had a great game. But I did not do my ritual. So I was in pain the whole game because I think my appendix is about to bust painful gas. Like, I'm running up the court like,
I don't know if they call it like a ritual. I think.
And I just, like, I thought I was going to have a terrible game, but I didn't. And that's what kind of got me out of, like, a lot of things about the rituals, except free throws, because free throws are so weird to me. Because it's like, I'm going sprinting down the court this way, sprinting down the court that way, pass, center defense. And then when you shoot free throws, like, everything stops. And it's just weird in basketball when everything stops. It's like, oh, it's just supposed to be moved. I guess it's kind of like how penalty kicks would be in soccer, I'd imagine. But I always played keeper in that shit. So Ernest Williams said, love fishing. Going to a lake early in the morning when nobody's there. Yes, fishing in the morning, especially like when the season's changing and you look at the water and it got like that mist over it when you go out there to fish. That shit's fire. Wick, I always poop right before the PRT run. Oh yeah, since I get nervous on the treadmill. So that's the test we got to take. The physical, yeah, the one we got to take twice a year, something like that. But yeah, a whole lot of ritual. I know my ritual when I get pulled over in front of the
He's something else. That's all I gotta say.
Yo, Wick is a wild boy. Wick is a wild boy. I'm gonna tell you some shit. Wick, I'm gonna put your business out there to my wife after this because I forgot to tell you. But I'm gonna tell him about your famous plane ride out of Washington. You know what I mean? But yeah. So when I get pulled over by the police, I got a ritual.
What, when you take the key out of the ignition, hold your hands up?
Yep. I take the key out of the ignition, hold both hands out the window, this and that,
That guy was like, what's going on?
Hey, bro, I just want us all to feel safe.
He was like, okay, you put your hands back.
I'm going to be like, nah, I got my pistol on me. It's right here on my hip. He up like, all right, you don't reach for yours, I won't reach for mine. I'm like, okay, you seem like you all right, but you know what I mean? You joking. You got a wad of tobacco in your mouth. Seem like you a good old boy, but I ain't trying to find out. You got beat up by your wife this morning and found Jody in there. Fuck around, Jody look like me. I'm like, don't want them problems.
Take it out on everybody.
Take that shit out on everybody. Yeah.
You know what? What was interesting too is that, you know, during the research when they were talking about rituals and everything, it was found that we have like synchronized heartbeats and stuff. I was like, what?
What you mean? Like when
So,
we do
like,
the
with
rituals, our heartbeat
breathing,
synchronized?
Yeah, like even
Oh, that's the part of breathing that like synchronizes and calms everybody down and kind of locks them in or something?
yeah, but it's not intentional. It's unintentional. So when you're all performing a ritual with whatever it is, like if you're praying, if you're doing something together,
What do you mean
whatever
it's
it is,
unintentional? I think you might be
you
looking
don't mean to. You're not seeking to let our
maybe the ritual
a
is for
rhythm
that
align.
though.
Possibly.
We just don't know it. We not.
Possibly.
Oh, so that's what you mean. We're not intentionally doing, but the
Right.
things we're doing are intentionally
Yeah.
causing it to happen.
And they were saying even at sporting events, we all like synchronize. So I'm like, well, it makes sense too because of the energy, the wave of the energy that's going on
Yeah.
in the place. So it makes sense for us to all kind of
Because it is something to be said when you playing, especially like when you playing a home game and it's a tough game. It's like when motherfuckers cheering your name and right here in front of everybody.
Oh my God, I had to pick up some.
Right here in front of everybody. This is a law pie. We about to get banned.
I'm so done.
No goddamn mimosas ain't worn off yet, boys. I'll be back. But so like when you feel that energy, man. Like when you in a rock crowd, like I remember when we used to play like in the Essex County tournament or the Christmas tournament back home, or we'll play at Essex County College, and the court feels huge, same size as our damn court, maybe a couple feet, but the court feels fucking huge. Like it was like, God damn, man, they got an extra 20 feet on this court or something. But it's really just because the air feels thinner. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? Just playing on that level. So I can only imagine like what it feels like at the level. Like playing in the NBA, because I've been on the NBA court. Like obviously wasn't fucking playing in. Like we played at the Nets court actually one time. But one is bigger, it's huge, and it's just so big in there that like it's like one of the things like when Floyd Mayweather was talking about fighting people, and he was saying the thing that they don't understand is these lights. Like he was talking about fighting Conor McGregor, and Conor McGregor done been to some big fights, but he like, you don't understand how these lights are. Like I've been fighting under these lights since I was knee high to a grasshopper. When you get in front of that many people looking at you, and the energy got to be crazy because some people rooting for you, some people don't give a fuck about you. Like the energy is just all over the place. You got to feel it's like buzzing when you in there. So it's crazy. This is
That's the
interesting
hormone
fact.
and the heart rate that syncs up.
Yeah, Wick says science has shown that when a group of monks meditate in the area in the town, it can reduce the crime rate in the area. I think it's the fact that they probably Shaolin monks and motherfuckers know they about to get their head ripped off by some Wu-Tang kicks or some shit like that. That'll reduce the crime in the area. You see a whole bunch of bald head dudes in robes just walking around there looking like Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, ready to fuck somebody's life up. Yeah, you probably want to not rob that bank today, bro. Let's wait until another day.
That's interesting to know.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot of things. Like when I looked up like scientific prayer, right? Well, talking because prayer is a ritual. Right, and when we talking, and you know, obviously my prayer is like wildly ritualistic because it's 5 times a day. It's at certain times, depending on where, you know what I mean, depending on where everything is, as far as like where the sun is and so forth, and then the times that we celebrate and everything like that is based off because everything's on a lunar calendar, and but scientific prayer, and they were just saying like what happened, like prayer is real. And that's why the placebo effect works when people give you like the sugar pills or something like that, and they give you the sugar pill and then give me the real thing, and then our results will be kind of close, and that's what jacks up a lot of studies because like the thing you gave me might actually physically work, but the mental boost that they gave you also works. So now, like if we was benching and my bench goes up 15 pounds, or yours goes up like 13 pounds, they're like, yeah, this shit only helps like 2 pounds in a blind study. And it's like, no, but your mind just pushed to go, right? Like when you see like those adrenaline rushes when the old lady lift the bus to save the baby type shit and everything like that. But the prayer is scientific. When you get a whole bunch of people to pray, they're basically giving their energy to something, right? So that's why when you give so much attention and everything else, like when people talk about the gods and everything, you're giving your energy to something, right? Like that's why social media is so prevalent because we give so much energy to social media. We give so much energy to entertainment that's why entertainment is just like, excuse me. And I can't remember. It's actually a Greek god who's one of the, so you know they had the 12 Olympians, right? So they had the 12 Olympians. So you got the 3 OGs. You got Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Which Hades just gets such a shitty rap because he's actually like the nicest one of the 3. Because Poseidon and Zeus were assholes, and Zeus was like a rapist. But One of the gods starts with a D.
Grapist.
Yeah, a grapist. Grapist, yeah. There you go. There you go. Executive producer. I see you out here. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he was a grapist, but they had one of the gods, and he was the god of like, so Ares is the god of war and like chaos and stuff like that. But they had another guy who was chaos and partying. It's like Disy, some shit like that. I can't remember his name. If Bunny was in the chat, she'd remember. But yeah, he was like the god of that, and it's like, yo, could you imagine how much juice he got? Because like people praying to him by partying and doing everything else, and want to have like lit parties. I imagine they still want to have a badass party back then. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like you giving your energy, and it always reminds me like that movie, the TV show American Gods, how people would just be praying to like technology and everything else, and these gods would be so strong, and the Norse gods weren't, and the other gods, and it's just crazy, like, because we can actually move that energy, and I think we just don't pay attention. Like, even when we're talking about the electricity and everything else, we just don't pay attention. That's like a whole world of, like, science, of, like, you know what I mean, science meets metaphysics meets quantum physics parts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, well, that's quantum physics and all shit science, but you get what I'm saying? It's just, like, a huge part of, like, something that I feel is super important that we don't know. Like, even when you talk about like the Egyptians and how they use the Ankh and all these things, and like how they had how they talk about like the tips of the pyramids were for wireless electricity and doing all of this stuff, and it's just crazy the amount of information that's packed in that, and we just know so little about it.
There's something that I read, and I actually watched and it was called The Forever Time, and it's on YouTube. And that blew me away. This man did a documentary and just packed full of information about
The Forever Time. We should watch that.
When we first met, I was telling you about this, and you was like, "Oh yeah, I sent it to you a couple times. You know why? You just want to impress me. It's okay. I understand."
Oh, maybe I was busy because I was working 20 hours a day.
No.
You was working. Bullying your way into my house or milling my way in the house when I get off work.
You just wanted to impress me. Oh yeah, I was gonna check it out. Nope. Anyway, but yes, you definitely should. Stop. Definitely should watch it though. It has so much information, especially about ancient Egyptians and how the things that we see now are things that have already been back then, and they have proof of those things. So I think it's so amazing how much information is out there. Speaking of Greek gods, all the X-Men are copies from ancient Egypt. Okay.
I have to look into that. I'm thinking about the X-Men and thinking like, who the fuck was Cyclops? Like, was he supposed to be Odin or something? I don't know. But yeah, all the Greek guys, Norse guys, you know, and they even say with the Egyptian mythology and all that stuff, like basically how far they was with science and stuff like that, all that stuff that Hippocrates and everybody else was talking about, that was just like half-ass lessons because it took like 20 years to get all their lessons. You know what I mean? So the Greeks, a lot of our philosophy come from the Greeks, and they just like didn't finish the fucking school for 20 years. You know what I mean? It was like just hasty individuals and shit like that. They was like, oh, I got so much now. You know how you are when you first start learning about something. It's like, I know everything. It's like, because when you first start learning about something, you know everything. You got nothing but answers. And then the more you learn, it's like, now I got nothing but questions.
Learning is,
you know what I'm saying? It's a learning experience.
Questions.
Yeah, a lot of, even religion and stuff like that. You know, people get into a new religion and they're like, well, I know this. And you know the reason why this? Like when Islam first came into my life, I was like, well, I know this. And you know, this doesn't come from a divine origin and blah, 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 this and that. And then it's like 5-6 years down the road, I'm like, I got a lot of fucking questions. Why is this? Why? You know what I mean?
I wasn't told this.
Yeah. So
that's the main thing.
You got a gun ahead for us today?
Yeah, I got a gun ahead for us.
Ooh, looking at my Frank Mueller, it's about that time.
Gun to your head. Would you rather be part of an occult that sacrifices babies or one that practices cannibalism?
Cannibalism.
Why you say cannibalism?
I already ate pussy. I ain't never killed a baby.
What they got to do?
Cannibalism. I'm out here. Nah, I ain't doing the babies is like the babies is like the only thing we got pure in the world, right? Like I really have a soft spot for babies, especially like little babies. Wick said I do cannibalism already since I eat the skin. I bite off my lip.
That is totally different.
Yeah,
He's talking about Airplane. You remember that movie Airplane? Exclamation mark. When they had to crash, the soccer players was on board or whatever, and they had a plane crash. It was called plane crash or some shit. I think it was called Airplane or something. I don't even remember. Anyway, they had a crash, and they landed in some snowy mountains. I don't recall where it was, so long ago.
The motherfuckers had to start eating each other.
And though they had to eat the dead, and they had to freeze them.
I mean, it's pretty good if you're out the
they had
mountain.
to freeze them. Yeah, and then they just dug in their butt because it's the most meat. You know,
You say dug in their butt. No, they ate the butt cheeks. Like, don't be the dug in their butt like they pulling the crab poop out or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nah, I would go with cannibalism. I would go with cannibalism because it's like, would I rather be? Obviously, I'd rather be with neither. But I want to be alive. So it's like if I practice cannibalism, I mean, it'd be just I'm like Allen Iverson. Practice. 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 Fuck out of here. So you mean I just got to eat? Like, you ain't telling me you tell me how often I got to eat a person, and I eat chicken the rest of the time and steak and everything else, and then every now and then I got to bite a motherfucking thigh.
It's an occult, so it depends on whenever y'all do whatever rituals y'all gonna be doing.
Yeah, I take biting a person, eating a person over sacrificing babies. Like babies are like the only thing pure that we got in this world. Like we all fucked up and we deserve whatever we get, but babies is like their hope. And even though baby meat would be way tender, like we got
that's why they do it.
And they so fry the baby first. No, go ahead, fucking. I would go with the occult shit. Like I am, I gun in your head. I'm never. If a motherfucker ever tell you I killed myself, go find a motherfucker who killed me. Yeah, I'm going with. I'll be definitely with the occult. With the cannibalism.
I'll be with cannibalism as well.
The many times you done bit me, you probably already with them.
Quiet. Made me sick. I can't stand.
Fucking Foxy. Well, so why? Because you love babies?
Fry your ass up.
You love babies?
No, I ain't gonna eat babies.
You ain't say nothing about eating babies. You said sacrificing babies.
Oh, I love babies. Yeah, I don't want to kill kids.
Babies are fire, and babies are like even at the point where it's like I don't dislike babies. Like I don't like kids sometimes, especially just like ill, misbehaved kids or whatever. But babies is kind of like that motherfucker crying for a reason. Like you know what I mean? Like it's legit crying. Like kids cry, bitch. For no goddamn reason. They just want attention or something. Babies don't want attention. Like, they ain't crying for attention. They're like, motherfucker, I need a certain amount of love.
Babies do cry for attention.
Well, yeah, it's like, because it's required. Like, kids, the attention they crying for because they ain't got nothing else better to do. Go take your punk ass outside and go play. Get some vitamin D and shut the fuck up.
But they still need attention from you still.
What, kids?
Yeah, even adults still need attention. Like, I need attention from you. You need attention from me. So we still, to a great degree, actually need attention from other people around us.
Yeah, but we can also talk about that in a healthy manner instead of just it's fucking annoying, man. Like when it's from a baby, it's like I get it. You ain't really got a way to talk. But kids, when they be crying and shit, it's like, use your words, dickhead.
But they don't know how to. They don't understand how to use those words or how to express what they're feeling.
I don't care. I didn't say I was fair. I just said I don't like the shit. Punk ass kids. Go to sleep and your homeboy is sprinkling Caesar salt on your calf muscle.
Larry's.
Putting a little Larry's on the calf muscle. I don't skip leg day either. They might come for me.
Some Pam first so to season a stick. Spray some Pam on it.
Nah, you just grill it a little bit. And when the oil start coming out from that oxtails he ate early, got his ass. What do you think? What people do you think would taste better? Do you think vegans would taste better? Like, I think Americans would like. I think like most Americans would be disgusting because it's like black bear.
Yeah, hell no.
It's like black bears.
Not. I want somebody from the bush. You hear me?
Yeah, the motherfuckers.
I want some bush people.
And ain't even got no butter.
They would taste delicious, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Put some salt, pepper, onion, garlic on them motherfuckers, and a little bit of butter, a little spog, and some butter on that ass. Get them up out of here.
The way you said that was like I was uncomfortable with that.
You the one out here digging it.
Uncomfortable.
You the one out here talking about digging in somebody's booty, old Kevin Gates ass out here. The Kevin Gates cannibal menu brought to you by Fox. Digging in people's booty with salt, pepper, onion, garlic.
Oh my God.
The only thing I would think would be the only thing I think would be better about some
I don't
eat the booty like groceries.
Sounds too real to me.
Eat the booty like groceries. The only thing I would say would be Jamarcus said, well, this took a turn.
I know.
Yeah. The only thing I would say would be better.
How long you been watching?
Man, I don't know how long the brother been there, but it is what it is, Jay. But I would say that only thing that would probably be dope about like Americans is that they're fattier. And like maybe we have to get like some Inuit people from like Alaska or some shit. Cause like brisket, when you slow cook that shit and render that fat down,
I
That
feel
shit
like
smack.
somebody gonna use this against us one day, so let's just stop. Like,
For the
don't go to Fox and Legends because they're gonna be doing backyard rituals with the moonlight.
and put motherfuckers in the smoker. You know, Legend got all them guns. He be
Smoker
shooting
is in the
shit.
backyard.
Smoker is in the backyard. We'll go ahead and get your feet in the ground, get you grounded.
Oh my God, that was the gun to your head, Jamarcus.
That's the
So,
gun to your
the
head.
gun to
We're
your
not
head
just really out
was-
here eating people.
Right, the gun to your head was: would you rather be a part of an occult that sacrifices babies or one that practices cannibalism? That was the gun to your head for today.
Yeah, and it would depend on the frequency.
What would
too.
you do, Jamarcus?
Like if it was one baby a year versus eat a motherfucker a day, then that
It's
baby
probably
gotta
not
go.
gonna be once a year. I don't know how often occults get together, but I'm sure it's probably more than
They'll
that.
probably get together at the hotels, like on that. Remember that movie we saw where they had the serial killers, the TV show he's watching with Sandman.
Oh,
When
yeah,
they get
yeah.
together, the serial killers
Mhm.
get together at the
Yeah.
hotel. They just go to a retreat. And like, up, time to chuck some babies off a cliff.
Cereal. It was a cereal convention.
Yeah, cereal
like,
convention.
Then they spelled it like actual cereal that you eat.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's a fucking
Wick
serial
said
killer
our
convention.
presidency campaign is canceled. They know the baby plan.
The baby.
We gonna save the babies. We gonna bite
Oh
you,
my God.
motherfucker. Get us out of here,
What
Fox,
would
before we
you
go to
do?
jail.
What would you do?
Fox, get
Y'all
us,
popping in. We just did the gun to your head.
nah, get us out of here before I lose my goddamn security clearance.
You're going to lose the security clearance. Thank you guys for sitting with us at Uncle Legend's Corner. We appreciate your support. Thank you for your participation. If you guys have a topic you want us to discuss, always hit us up. You hit us up on ourselves or hit us up at askunclelegend@gmail.com. Peace.
Peace. Oh yeah, check out the new clip we just put up on YouTube and Facebook. It's a excerpt from episode 59. It's fire.
Stay tuned. That's you trying to tell me something important.
Tell you that you're fucking delicious.
I know that. Okay. Just look at me. Do not look.
Just look at me. All right, we done with the podcast. We bullshit now. This is the overtime.
What's up, y'all?
Oh shit.
What y'all got while he stopped recording? So
Yeah, I might leave some of
What's
this
going
on
on?
in case
What's
y'all
going
say
on?
some wild shit.
going on, guys?
Oh yeah, you know, next podcast coming up. Me and Bama.
Yeah, if y'all gonna be doing
Superhero
a
bash.
And I'm gonna have a day off. So
Nope.
if anybody want to get together, let me know. We can hang out, chill, all of that good stuff.
Fuck y'all think this is? I said I don't want to eat people. I ain't say I ain't want to smoke a motherfucker for trying me. Because the more you fuck around, there's a direct correlation to how much you're going to find out. On God.
Thank you, Bradley. Nice painting in the background. Yeah, it's cute. I like that. You know where I got that from? Do you love it? I love it. I got it at Ross. I got that shit at Ross. Okay. It was like 1999. Okay. I love that painting. It's so cute.
That shit remind me of being a poor kid in the projects. I had all that art on the wall. I was like, I didn't even know I was poor. I had crazy art on the wall growing up. My grandmother had that shit slapped up there. I'm like, bitch, we rich. This goddamn museum.
Yeah.
Motherfucking museum around
Feel
here,
like
cuz. We got all these paintings around here. You see these fucking dogs playing card? You
What
ain't
y'all
never
had?
seen no shit like that. Everybody had the goddamn dogs playing card
I
picture.
know dogs know how to play fucking Uno, okay? Rocky always trying to eat the Uno cards.
Don't say his name. He sleeps. Say Grey Dog.
He ain't even, he's knocked out. He's in dream because he didn't even get it. His ears are gone.
Will brought up the fucking bedazzled helmet.
What bedazzled helmet?
So,
This sound a little, what's up? What we doing? What's it, bedazzled? What are we bedazzling?
all right. So,
Yeah.
when I was in Virginia a while back, you know, I had all the kids living with me, right? So I had Tanasia, Kane, Haas. So Tanasia decided.
I'm waiting for this explanation right here.
Tanasia decided to bedazzle my fucking helmet.
Bedazzled.
So I used to ride my motorcycle to work because Virginia fucking traffic's terrible. Gas was high around that time again and shit like that. So I was riding my bike every day. So I go to grab my helmet. I can only find one helmet, and it's the fucking helmet Tanasia done bedazzled. So here I go, coming in here 6'3".
Tanasia!
Yeah, I come in here 6'3", 245-pound fucking monster tattooed up, this and that coming through on the chopper. Bedazzled ass helmet coming to work. Bedazzled. Tanasia had got my ass. And you know what? Whatever. My daughter bedazzled my helmet. But
was it cute though, Williams? Was it cute? What color was it? I had questions.
It was all the rhinestone bedazzled shit on there.
I don't see this. Where is it? Is it in the garage somewhere?
Man,
Do I need to look for this?
No. You don't need to look for nothing. Sometimes you need to let lion dogs lie. Like our great friend over there.
Let sleeping dogs lie. That's the name. That's the
whatever the fuck it is. Leave the goddamn dog alone. Whatever the fuck.
Y'all popping in. Look, we already ended the show. We just hanging out for a little overtime with our folks here who love us so much, and we love you guys too. Yeah. Some of y'all just be hating on Silent.
It was the best, nice and blingy. Fuck you.
Nice and blingy, right? Did it have a design on? Did she design with the bling? Like, was it like any butterflies, any hearts?
Fucking Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell.
Because I used to call her Tinkerbell.
Wow, that was real cute. Cute.
A lot of green on there.
Cute.
My wife will paint my nails if I sleep too long.
Oh, wow.
That ain't your wife, bro. You ain't got a cap. Caparoni and cheese out here. Goddamn Colin Kaepernick.
Used to be. Maybe used to be.
Yeah, my wife will paint my nails if I sleep too long. Well, when you wake up, you could rub that shit off with some goddamn whatever it is, nail polish remover. But you don't.
You want to keep it
You'll be out here with them piano fingers and shit bedazzled. Anyway. Yeah, so the superhero podcast coming up next. That shit should be fire. Me and Bama just got to figure out the logistics on that. We're going to do that tomorrow.
On Wednesday. I wonder, could we do a split screen with video with him?
Yeah, he going to use his computer.
He
going to use his, what's the name, camera on his computer. He set his camera all right, so it should be okay. But, yeah. When you see Bama, we're another.
You told me he look like Jesus.
Yeah, he looked like white Jesus.
White Jesus, yeah.
Blonde.
I want to see white Jesus up close.
Nah, Bama hair kind of blonde too. He blonde hair, blue eyed white boy, like, but
okay.
He look kind of like like I'm talking about blonde hair, blue eye, like AJ, blonde hair, blue eye, like.
Wow, yeah.
He's smaller than AJ. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're another one of the ones like me and Mike Callgrove, where it's the Fairly Odd Couple type shit. So.
Yeah, you always find them. They always seem to find you.
Good people is good people.
That's right.
Y'all got anything else for us? Cause
right. What's y'all gun to the heads at?
Ain't nobody want to sit. The Jamarcus was on board. He said, "All right, gotcha. Not killing babies. They the only people I actually like." That's the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's
we rocking with the baby.
Right.
Fuck people. Adults trash. Trash. Babies ain't got all that trauma beat into them. We rocking with the kids, man.
Until
protect
us
the children.
Adults
until we fuck them
bring
up.
it forth.
But it ain't gonna be as many people to fuck up after the Colts start cooking people. No. Anyway.
He's like, this took a turn fast. Yeah, that was a gun to your head for today.
Fox always.
So cannibalism. What kind of sauce you putting on the calves?
I might it depends on where they from.
Hey, Art.
Got to see if I'm gonna brine them. Like if they somewhere that don't need a lot of salt, I'm gonna have to brine them. Obviously, but sauce, I'm probably go with a dry rub.
Dry rub.
They're gonna be greasy as hell. That oil gonna pop through.
Some Pam and some lemon pepper. We good. Lemon pepper.
Yo, stop, Fox. We fucking my security clearance. Goddamn, about to retire. Shit. Fuck out of here, man.
Don't blame that on me because you crazy.
Shit. I mean, you part of the reason I'm crazy. Basically.
Lemon. That's right. Lemon pepper art. You feel me? That's where we at with this. Lemon pepper seasoning. On everything. With a dab of mustard.
Mustard over everything, Fox
over everything. I love mustard.
I be out there coating chicken in mustard before I fry it. She be, what's that taste?
My mama makes some good ass mustard chicken. Okay, like oh my god. The
only reason she say this shit is because she'll say somebody make some good ass something like that. She know my competitive spirit come out like, yeah, he gonna cook it for me. Fuck out of here.
It's mustard chicken and cabbage. That's what she would make with rice and blueberry muffin. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. This Instagram still on? Mm-hmm. Oh, I think Instagram went off already. Gang.
Day off?
I think so. I ain't saying live no more. Anyway, What's that?
Exactly.
Hey, y'all, mustard chicken is amazing. Nobody fucking with y'all Floridians.
I miss you. I don't know when you came in the show, but the show over. You know, we just hanging out right now. But
you know they 3 hours behind.
Oh yeah.
Or 3 hours early. Yeah. 6:30 for her. I'm trying to go to Jamaica when y'all go.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's definitely family's gonna be there.
And I'm telling you, the way I'm gonna be leaving Fox on the fucking island.
Oh, you just tuned in. You out. Yeah, we finished.
Yeah, we know what you meant. We know you mean.
I don't know. So they making me kind of. I don't know. Aren't them kind of making me think a little bit about it? Think twice about it. Like maybe it's not so bad, but I just don't like to be interrupted with my plans, and they want to show everybody. You gotta go and see. I called so and so. Oh my God.
You could just take a picture of me and like
send it to everybody. I don't know. Oh, y'all planning the trip to Jamaica?
Oh, I ain't planning. We about to tag along, maybe.
I'm trying. Yeah. So, Art and his wife going to Jamaica for a birthday, and that's around time. Well, it is the time where
surviving Sagittarius women.
Her birthday is December the 13th. Shout out to my fellow Sag Mel. And my birthday is December the 14th. Okay. So yeah, so they're going to Jamaica, but that's my family. My family's from there, and I just don't. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really going to enjoy myself the way I want to, because everybody's going to want to see me and do all this stuff. So
Sagittarius women.
So I was debating about it, because we really want to go to Panama. That's where we want to go, because it'll be a great opportunity for us to also scout for houses and things like that, because we plan on, just
getting the fuck up out of here.
Yep. So not Panama City, but Panama Country, Panama.
Panama City, Panama, not Panama City, Florida.
Right.
That shit has hurricanes and shitty people.
Central America, Panama is where we're trying to go for our birthday. Y'all tuning in. Y'all keep popping in. We ended the show. We just hanging out for a little bit of overtime, seeing what's good with y'all.
I ain't saying what's good with y'all. I'm here because my wife made me come.
You're doing good. You're standing the test of time. Okay, so what'd you say, Keita? Ooh, people want to give you too much love, so you don't want to go. Yes, exactly.
I get it. No, she's being a smart ass. She said, insert crazy look. She's being sarcastic.
Oh, I'm so slow. Yeah. But you're right, though. That's exactly what it is. Like, I don't want to go because I don't need all of that. I want to enjoy myself. I want to be on my own schedule. I don't want people to expect for me to come and see them. People to expect for me. No, I want to be on my own schedule.
And especially because if they expect to see her, then they're going to be like, we want to see your husband. Mm-hmm. Watch the podcast. Fuck you want to see me for?
Yeah, I just don't want to do that. So I that's why I'm really thinking about not going, but I don't know. I wanted to visit Panama because it was on Prison Break. Girl, I love Prison Break, okay? Loved it. Prison Break.
What's
Monday,
your birthday again?
Baby. Keita, when your birthday? I don't know. November? I don't know when your birthday. When's your birthday, Keita?
Let me see if Jeff about to join the club with me and Art.
Keita, when's your birthday?
Yo, when we come out with the merch, we coming out with the Men Surviving Sagittarius Women t-shirts.
That makes sense. You won't have the freedom. That's right. I can't move the way I want to. March 22nd. Oh, okay.
What's after me?
What's my Aries?
Aries?
Yes. It's still a fire sign. Hey. Get that. 22nd. Or is it 23rd? I don't know. She got to be a fire sign. That's right. I know it. I know, Keita. I know.
All right, Jeff. Let Jeff know that we're gonna be starting the t-shirts about men surviving fire sign women,
surviving the fire, men
surviving the flames, walking through the flames.
Keita. That's right.
We out here. Men.
We're off to Bora Bora in 2 weeks. Oh my God. 2 weeks, Bora Bora. Oh my God. But okay, so now with Bora Bora, my only thing when I was thinking about that for a trip, right? I was like, so I was like, but what else is there to do? So I saw on a travel channel this guy was going in talking about, the trips and stuff like that, where he goes, and Bora Bora was one of them. So he said like that was just it. there's nothing else to do in the mainland, right? You'll go and see different, they have like this distillery where they make their fresh beer, their own beer, and other things for their like little market. But there's nothing else to do. So I was kind of like, damn, I don't know. That sounds a little boring. I'm fine with the solitude. However, I don't know. I like to kind of get crunk. I like to see things and do things when I go away. So I don't know. That wasn't a whore. So yeah, I don't know. That's the only reason about Bora Bora. I was like, I don't know. It's beautiful. However, I want to engage in other activities.
Bora Bora equals money, money. That's right, B-Way. Shit ain't cheap. But you know what I mean? Big money Jeff out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, out here flying planes remotely, calling them drones. Motherfucker got 757s by remote.
We plan to do some things. What?
Hunching these folks water.
Yeah, that's... Everybody gonna see because it's clear. You hear me? That's right, voyeurism.
We just cuddling.
Hey, voyeurism. That's where it's at. Okay? I know, right? It's so beautiful. The water is so beautiful. That's what I thought, too, when I went to Aruba. And I took that trip alone, and I was like, golly.
Thank God for good people. I would have never met Fox.
You right. I'm going to tell you, I was lit, beyond lit, okay? I met up with a few black people from Philly, and I think they were from Philly. I think all of them was from Philly. And
up
we just
north,
met up.
taking care of people.
We just met up at the hotel we were in and the resort we were in, and oh my God, they took such good care of me because I would have got Nancy Holloway like straight up.
And then I
videoed my entire time there, damn near, and I had so much fun. I look back at the video sometimes, and I'm like, oh my God, I had so much fun.
I was so drunk.
No, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that, but I had fun.
Hold on. First of all, Jeff, your wife instigating shit while you coming on here. Your wife trying to instigate money out my goddamn checking account, talking about Bora Bora trips with your old bougie ass and Keita. So that's who instigating. The podcast's over. We in overtime just sitting here bullshitting. And here come Keita with the shenanigans. And you know how your wife is. And I want to let you know, me and Art was starting these T-shirts for the podcast called Men Surviving Sagittarius Women. But now we're going to extend it out to you to incorporate the craziness that you got to go through. And it's Men Surviving Fiery Women for all the women who got fire signs. So we got you, bro.
I always just read Men Surviving the Fire. Like, that's easy and simple.
Nah, we want to make sure that they
women.
Understand. Yeah.
That's women.
Don't
like,
don't just
fire?
Don't make that shit sound like we firefighters. No, we just out here burning and fucking, we just out here burning in the flames of love.
Yeah.
That's we're going to write a book of burning in the flames of love.
Oh, my God. Keita, yes, it is cool when you meet people and they just look out for you. Yes, they were so dope. Like, oh, my God. I just
100% your wife.
I wish I could find them. I just remember one of them was Shakita and the other one was Giovanni.
Oh, you know, she's a Shakita. She got to be cool.
That's right. She was, Keita. She was. Stop.
What are y'all shirts gonna say? Burning motherfuckers alive. That's what it's gonna say.
Burn, baby, burn.
It's gonna say the Salem Chick Trials, where y'all out here burning men alive. That's what y'all T-shirts gonna say. Salem Chick Trials.
Keita, we don't need no shirts, okay? We the motherfucking statements, okay? We don't need no shirts.
I am the table.
Good. We good. We don't need no shirts.
Yeah, why is it this many people still in the chat?
I don't know. They keep
listening to
in.
your bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers usually exit. Shirtless it is.
Hey, shirtless.
First of all, I want you to know that both of y'all husbands can shoot really well. Hey. Whole lot of choppers on your ass. Want to see you do your dance in them $1,000 pants. Don't disrespect me and my mans. Boom. Whole lot of choppers on your ass.
Let Jackson go to sleep. He don't have no problem going to sleep. I'm telling you, this man will say sleep, and he gone. 2 seconds. Like, we could do this right now. I bet you. This man close his eyes and say, I'm going to sleep. It's done. So he has
at least
no problem
I warn
with
you.
Sleeping, okay?
I warn you. I be trying to give you a head start. You been that much in this movie. No, you better take your ass to sleep. I'm going to give you 10 minutes.
Yo, stop. Guys, listen. So,
Are we saving this for the podcast? Is this good enough for a
Anne
part?
Rice's Interview with the Vampire. Y'all remember that movie back in the day with Brad Pitt and them, okay, and Kirsten Dunst? Listen, they have on AMC, they have a series, Interview with the Vampire. Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, and it is so dope. It is so dope. It takes place in New Orleans, of course. That's where she's from. Well, not where she's from. I don't know where she's from, but where she lived and obviously died. She had multiple houses anyway. But anyway, that's her favorite place. So, and the vampire, we have the, one white one, the other one's black, the main character.
That dude, that's Grey Worm. Grey Worm, right?
It's
from
Creole. Huh?
He's Grey Worm. Ain't that Grey Worm from Game of Thrones?
I don't remember.
You remember Grey Worm, the dude who ran the
Grey Worm.
Unsullied?
I can't remember that about Game of Thrones. But listen, why do I only see one new? What do you mean one new what? Oh, he's on
Spotify.
He's gonna add them all up. Don't worry.
Getting on it.
Listen, today's Monday. He's gonna have them done by Wednesday. Cause tomorrow when he come home, he'll be doing that.
Today's
on
Sunday.
his break. Well, it'll be Monday soon.
Yeah, I got a whole nother job. I'm general contractor.
Yes, Art. Listen, AMC Interview with the Vampire is so dope. You got to see it. It comes out every Sunday, just like the Game of Thrones, every Sunday on AMC. So I just caught up with all the episodes. It's only on episode 4. So
Yeah, that's him right there.
it's brand ass new. Yep, that's him.
Grey
Yep.
Worm
Oh,
from
yeah,
Game of
that is
Thrones.
Grey Worm. Yes. That is Grey Worm. Yes.
I was trying to remember where I knew that motherfucker from until you just started talking
From
about
his
it.
face. Oh, man. It is dope. I'm enjoying it. It's very intriguing. It is everything. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. And I love the fact that they're using black folks, Yeah, black folks. So, yeah.
Bike.
Very, 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 very good. So far. Okay. AMC Interview with the Vampire. And I'm like, if it's good, I don't know, because I signed up for the free trial. I was like, I got 7 days. So it's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe because I like this show. I like what they're doing with it. I like where they're going with it. They have great producers and directors on here, so it's gonna be a phenomenal series. I can already tell. I figured out what happened with baby girl. I hope she ain't kill herself. Oh, that's what I was thinking. So you are already watching it. Yes. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think she killed herself. Because she's not around, so I think she killed herself. And I think that part, when it was kind of alluding to it, showed like what was going to happen. Because, she killed somebody she loved. So, yeah. Getting more and more terrible every day. Netflix movies. Yeah, I would say so.
God damn, Shakita.
Ricky. Yes, she killed us. Did you watch it tonight? It was tonight. We podcasted, Keita. I wanted to see it. That's right. I like spoilers. It don't matter because I got to see it.
Look, Shakita trying to clean it up, although I never seen it.
It's different when you see it. Somebody can tell you all day. You could tell me the end of the story doesn't matter, but when I see it play out, that's all. That makes all the difference to me. That's what I like. So I like to see it play out. Y'all popping in on the podcast. We're already done. The show been ended. We just hanging out over time.
This shit ended 22 minutes ago.
Yeah, she killed herself. Although I never seen that. Keita is good. I don't know if you've seen the movie Interview with the Vampire. It was really good. The book's obviously way better than the movies.
Yeah, you know how crazy I got to be sitting in the room with a motherfucker who want to eat you?
What you mean?
Like, we interviewing a fucking vampire.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I could too.
Like, nobody, like if it was interviewing a bear, that shit would sound crazy.
The thing about it is that the man, the reporter, they grew up together, right? Anyway.
I don't care.
But he's dying anyway, so he really don't care. You understand? It doesn't matter to him.
I want to die with some dignity. I ain't trying to get ripped apart by some old feminine ass goddamn fucking vampire dude, man.
He has a terminal illness, so it doesn't really matter to him. He's just like, yo, hey, do me this solid real quick.
we all dying.
Yeah. So
now, I want to die no faster.
But he don't have much time at all. You're talking about like in a matter of 2 months he'll be gone. So it's like, do me this solid. Let's see. We may have to check it out. Yes, it's really good. I love it.
I would have watched it, but Fox always watching the shit while I'm asleep. So
no, you always into Rise of Kingdoms and you don't want to watch it with me, so I watch it and I'm not waiting for you.
Fox, you be watching the whole show.
Listen, another show that's dope. Now, listen, trust me, y'all gonna think it's not gonna be good. I love this show. It's called In the Dark.
In the Dark.
In the Dark. All right. It's on Netflix and it's about this blind girl. It's about this it follows this blind girl and all her not daily challenges, but basically how she is. She's trauma stricken, of course. She went blind at like 14 or something. So she go to sleep around with random people, and now she's trying to solve the murder of her best friend, which is
she be having hella
teenager.
STDs.
She go every day.
Did you see Watchers? She asked, did we see Watchers?
Watchers?
That shit was fire. That's the one we watched.
Yes, we saw Watchers.
Yo, my best friend, Bunny,
Yes.
she know where that house is. She know that house.
What house?
The house, because it's in Westfield. You know, Westfield is where the place with her mom at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So
That's why I was saying when I was like, oh, this is New Jersey, Westfield. Like, I heard you say that before.
Yeah, so she actually know, when we was talking about it, she's like, she actually know, and Bunny like locked in on those unsolved cases, like just some shit that she's addicted to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Watchers was dope. Yes.
Watchers is whack. All right, Wick, you talk that shit now, but if you had a motherfucker in your house doing a Y2C at 2 o'clock in the morning while your alarm system
You know what? And the why you say it's whack, Wicker, let me tell you. There's no way any motherfucker is gonna come and basically kick me out my own goddamn
Westfield,
house.
New Jersey.
Like, I do not think so. That shit is not happening. If you ain't no fucking spirit, you a whole ass person talking about you watch. Okay. All right.
He said if you buy a house with a dumb waiter, you an idiot. Let me tell you something. The only dumb waiter gonna be in is the motherfuckers who get their ass clapped. We go to episode 59.
Crazy.
Look at the clip we just put up from episode 59, and let me tell you how I felt when the podcast thing was on, and I cleared the whole house with a gun. I ain't playing that shit, bro. And it's like, you think I'm not in the basement, the motherfucker? Boy, let me feel a little bit of a
thing I said. I'm like, they got a basement.
Why they ain't check the basement?
Why they ain't check the basement?
Why they ain't check the basement? Why they ain't check the basement? Bro, I'm
like,
in that
knocking
motherfucker.
on walls, doors, every goddamn thing.
Bro, I'm telling
Any
you right
false
now.
bottoms, I'm in it.
And
we
then when
find out.
And then when they saw the door and that old boy walking in there with his wife, this and that, I would have been with the strap. Old boy would have turned around. He would have had 37 in his back. Whole lot of choppers on your ass.
How you let people run you away from your house? You
paid people, regular ass people,
$3.5 million. You letting regular ass flesh and blood, bleeding ass human beings run you out of your house?
Bro, I paid $3.5 for some shit. I ain't about to let go of it. $3.5 million? Fuck out of here,
The
bro.
most perfect house for you? Like, goddamn them people. I swear to God.
Let me tell you something.
God.
Them motherfuckers.
There's no way.
I'm telling you right now, the property value went down because all the murders in that motherfucker. They were like, hey, man, whoever living, that's another fucking reason why I'm not moving back to New Jersey, because I want to have a goddamn chopper at all times, and I want to move with it. I catch that motherfucker in my dumb way, blagger. Yeah. I don't want to be going to run to go
in the tunnels. Like, I'm going everywhere them tunnels lead. That's where I'm going. Why the fuck you got a tunnel connected to my crib? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna pop up in your house while you sleep.
Yeah,
what's up?
I'm popping up in that motherfucker.
Crazy.
Yo, what's up? Welcome.
Look, y'all popping in. We podcast been in there. We just hanging out. Listen, yes, okay. So Shakita, number one, it's because that house is a part of a historical society, right? And we do have
historical
those in
society.
No,
no,
it's not. They made a historical.
They made up some bullshit like where your brother live at. That's part of the historical society of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
There's an actual real group of people who do that.
Yeah.
Their historical society consists of the two fucking people, one slew-footed motherfucker and some
brother.
old ass lady who ain't got her cheeks clapped in 30 years.
But that's what it is. I wouldn't either. I don't want to live, even though those houses are beautiful, those Victorian houses. However, I don't want to be in a place where you have to tell me how I need to decorate.
I don't want no waiter in my house.
I
don't want a dumb waiter, a smart waiter, fucking Wendy's waiter, goddamn Applebee's waiter. I don't want no goddamn waiter in my house. Dion waiter.
Come your ass downstairs and
eat fucking food with everybody else. And then when he saw old boy in that dumb waiter, boy, let me tell you something. The way I would have wore his ass out, boy. Fuck you think this is?
You talking about dumb waiter? I wonder what was the purpose of the dumb waiter.
That was the purpose. It was like the senior food.
When they couldn't move,
maybe it's consumption, maybe just lazy. I don't know, but I'm just saying it was just like, yo, y'all motherfuckers. How many steps is y'all trying to say? What y'all got to do today? What you saving your energy for? To go to the gym?
Yeah, for real.
Motherfuckers ain't have gyms or fucking using your dumbass Victorians.
It has to be. That's crazy.
Or watches what happened when you buy a house with no title search before you buy it. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about the title search.
Even if you do the title search.
If it's not supernatural, this is one thing that people need to understand about me. If it's not supernatural, I am getting you the fuck up out of here. Like, you're gone, bro. Don't come. You not supernatural? You mean you bleed like me? Well, let's see how much blood you got in your play, because I'm drain your ass.
What's your blood type?
What's your blood type? Because you ain't gonna get no transfusion. Because
crazy. And you coming up in my house, and you in a damn you in a tunnel under my house in my goddamn basement,
running in the black hoodie.
Okay.
I'm gonna treat your
every single opening. Your ass is caught.
It wouldn't have been no need to go through every single opening. I would have shot his ass, and then I would have laid brick. I would have laid brick, build this shit brick by brick. Was a person that'd be me.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
I would have bricked that wall up, and you would have rotted in that motherfucker.
The fact that it was based on a true story really worries me.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. This actually, well, a lot of it or some of it actually happened.
Too much of it.
Too damn
Too much of it happened. Fuck out of here.
You let people run you out of your dream home. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay, they didn't have a gun. That was dumb.
You can get a gun in New Jersey. You just can't take that shit nowhere. Let me tell you the way. Boy, like when they show old girl when she moved into the house.
Like, throw hands, do something. Like, you know these people.
You know they people.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something. When my camera had to catch you, like you got all these cameras in the house. How you don't got a camera in your kitchen, fam? The dude done put a camera in your bathroom, but you a dude in your kitchen over here making phone calls and shit like that. Well, let me tell you something. That would have been the last phone call you ever made. That motherfucker them like, oh shit, yeah, oh shit. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker
caught.
And then the other thing is like when old girl was in there, old boy came from under the staircase.
Yeah, under the stairs. That's what it really.
Let me tell you something. He would have came from under the staircase, and I said, "But can you box though?" That motherfucker came in there like, ooh, I would have been like,
why
but can you box
have so much access to other people? I don't understand.
I'm telling you, he would have wondered how I had. He would have wondered how I had so much access to his fucking head because I would have been optimum and Wi-Fi. I'm connecting on everything out here.
I'm curious to see, like, when they talk about the home itself and the history behind it. Why was it built in that fashion? Why does it have tunnels? Why does it have so much secret ways?
Didn't they say some shit?
Enter and access it. No, it was just saying.
Maybe some shit with the railroad or something.
Underground Railroad, you think? No, I don't know. What they Quakers? I don't know. I don't damn know, but that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
he made a sandwich. Exactly. That's what I said. Remember when he made the sandwich? I was like, he made a goddamn sandwich and he didn't even eat it. So he ain't hungry. You come up in my house and make a sandwich.
Why you ain't hungry, Walter?
You wasting my bread.
Oh, your wife said I can make a sandwich. First of all, I don't give a fuck how bad me and Fox beefing. Oh, my wife said that? Oh, my wife said that? Hey, Fox, this is motherfucker in my kitchen right now making a sandwich, and I'm about to shoot him in his fucking face. Did you tell? Who is he? His name? What's your name? What's your name? What you want your obituary to say? His name John. You know any John? Nah, baby, I don't know no John. Hold on, I'm gonna FaceTime you.
You know this motherfucker?
You know this motherfucker? Nah, hey, John's been real, bro.
Maybe the mob used it, possibly.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'd be playing his head like a fucking bongo. That story would be over so fucking fast if me and Fox was there.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole bunch.
That's why we wasn't there, because it would be no story.
And I ain't spending $3.5 million, and I'm just
it'd be no story.
$3.5 million. Like, the only way I'm buying a house for $3.5 million is I'm worth $3.5 billion. Like, motherfucker, I ain't about to sit here and fuck up the church's money to do that shit.
They everything. We like, oh my God, they put everything into the house.
Everything into the house. Fuck you in that house.
It is a perfect house.
Do you think the little girl?
You could have built you one. You could have built you one.
Do you think the little girl was the weird lady with the deformed brother acting like a child? Nah, her body looked a little bit. That old lady with the ponytails. I think they got a little girl in there.
Oh no! Yes, Keita, you're right. I do think that. Yes, I do. What? The girl who was in the bed with him, that was the lady with the brother. Who
you think that was her?
Yes,
I don't know. Would her body be a little?
I think that's her.
You don't think her body would look a little different?
Because I was just looking at the way her hair was and the way her hair flowed.
Yeah, but you don't think her body would be a little different?
No. What was wrong? What was her body? They was both skinny.
But I think like
flat chested.
As old as she was, she'd be wrinkly as hell.
No, it's on camera at night. It's a night vision, so you're gonna see all the wrinkles.
Night vision to see liver spots. Fuck out of here. That wasn't her.
Keita, I do think it was her. Because
her.
When the guy ran and he ran back to her house, I think he caught me or something like that.
They on to us.
Yeah, they on to us. Yeah.
I would have been on your ass, bucko.
I know it was probably her. That then kind of just solidified it for me, like that was her. Y'all popping in, we done with the podcast. We just hanging out talking about The Watcher and other shows that we seen. So
there was also a girl in the window, but I didn't see her again. Let me tell you something.
What girl in the window?
Let me tell you something.
Girl in the window? What girl in the window? I didn't see no girl in the window. I only saw that man in the window. Every time someone would look up, it would be the man in the window, especially in the initial part of the story. So
Let me tell you something. This is me screwing my suppressor on. That motherfucker, the pop shot, I replaced the window, goddammit. I can replace the window pretty fast. Pretty fast.
Yo, the way that kid put a camera in my bedroom, though, what the heck? Are you watching me?
Jay-Z was good, brother.
Way.
We good. We done with the podcast,
easy.
bro. We just bullshit now, overtime, talking about TV shows and shit.
They let dude slide way too easy.
But you also just accused that motherfucker did all that crazy shit, this and that, so.
Well, you don't know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and it wasn't accused. The daughter started all that shit in the first place. I'm like, my dad won't let me like black people. Like, who? Your dad didn't even say that. You too young to like any damn body right now, any damn way. And he a grown ass man. My age of consent. I wish I ain't know what. I ain't even gonna wish because wish might be granted. That's all I'm gonna say.
When you see me do my dance, the police and the watchers were acting very accurately from my experience. I got my license plate on my motorcycle stolen 2 times.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. It was so crazy, and it's such a good story because you don't know who's. It seems like the entire town is in on this thing here. That's the crazy part about it. Like, how
even for a minute, I started doubting the black lady.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It's like, how do you?
And that shit was so short lived.
You have to help yourself. How do you help yourself? How do you protect yourself against an entire community that's against you? You know, you only have control over your property, your immediate environment. So it's so crazy what these people had to go through. If this, in fact, stretched this far as truth.
I'm gonna tell you, the only thing they be stretching out is the fucking zoom on my scope as I'm ripping somebody goddamn head off their shoulder.
I don't understand either, Keita. Oh my God, they got tunnels that lead to the people. Right, exactly. They got tunnels that lead to the motherfuckers that's in your house. How is this unresolved? I don't get this. That's crazy.
I'll resolve it.
Yes, we definitely. Yeah, that was a good show. Definitely a good show. The Watchers. What content?
Oh, we're talking about this TV show called The Watchers.
Yeah.
Basically, it's in Westfield, New Jersey. These people buy a house, they put everything they got into it, and then there's a bunch of weird motherfuckers that's getting them out of there. Dudes writing notes to them, saying all this shit about watching them and their kids and all this crazy shit. There's tunnels in their house, and
they have access to their home.
It's basically shit that me and you wouldn't be worried about. Jay-Z, we just would have racked up the fucking body count and let God figure it out. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, we're just talking about that. So it's not.
So I think the daughter was in on it.
Today's podcast was about rituals and
it would have been ritualistic killings.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Ain't no fucking way, boy.
No, I ain't trust anyone either. I started thinking their daughter was in on it. Oh, you did? Oh, I say things even. Okay, yeah.
No, I
didn't think she was in on it, but I see how you could get there.
Hey, as you say, I want all folks so bad. No, I don't want all folks. I just, people like that obviously want to meet God, and who the fuck am I to get in between them and their Lord and Savior? So I'm going to go ahead and say it. Sounds like a sight alignment and sight picture issue. You goddamn right. They out here with no guns. Hey, equal height, equal light. Bow. It's like, what, and we talking about people that ain't even that far away. We ain't even talking about clicks. I'm talking about if they're on the rectical, they hit.
Jason, you watch that show and you come back and tell us what you think about it. There ain't no way in hell you will allow somebody to run you out of your dream home that you gave everything for $3.5 million. You ain't got nothing else in the goddamn bank.
I would have punched.
They running you out of the house, home, job, everything.
I would have. That motherfucker would have ran. That motherfucker would have ran. I would have shot him in the leg, and then I would have punched him 3.5 million times in the face.
3.5 million.
Fucking, you getting one overhand right per dollar of you wasted. Fucking with me, man. I'm talking about my goddamn. I had Popeye forearms punching these motherfuckers in the mouth. You crazy, bro? Ain't no way.
Crazy. This is crazy. Yes, Keita, that was a good one. Yeah, one of the ones that I just can't believe. That's a can't make this shit up. That whole movie.
The whole real story, probably.
Like, can't make this.
Got friends with shovels. I got friends with lie. I got friends with hogs. I got friends in low places. Motherfucker, I got friends in low places.
In very low places.
I bet y'all would leave a home if the slab was cracked. Shut your ass up. You talking about the foundation. The slab was cracked. Jack that shit up. We'll put a new slab under it. Fuck out of here.
And we paid $3.5 million. I'm sure we can get a slab. We can get a new goddamn slab.
Yeah, $3.5 million. I guess Jeff will have to work from home.
For real, right?
No.
For me to be comfortable. Oh no, you could be comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, if some shit ever like that happened to y'all, invite me over for the weekend. I had a case solved in 13 hours.
13 hours.
And that's including 8 hours of sleep.
People gonna be missing.
Nah, they ain't gonna be missing. We're gonna know exactly where they at.
No, we'll know, but the township.
Right.
Won't know
have
where
you seen such and such? Have you seen such and such?
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God, that's terrible.
that was damn. What happened to? I never seen him before.
Like,
what he look like?
You got clutch the pearls. Oh my God, that's terrible. What? What he look like again?
What he look like
about
again?
his mother.
I done took a. I'm talking about I got to turn the iCloud off on my phone so I can take a selfie with that motherfucker before I bury his ass in them tunnels.
Oh my God, it was the tunnels for me. I'm like, every which way these tunnels lead, there's everybody involved.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I would have been going through that shit with a flamethrower.
And they still ain't even cover up the tunnels. And then once you found out it was an actual person coming from the tunnels, you still let them leave. You still let them kick you out your house.
Ain't no way, boy.
Like, no way.
Like, oh, you just a real person? You not a ghost, some spooky
You still
shit?
left. Like, why would you even still leave?
Yeah,
but you know
their
what?
attack's crazy, Jay-Z.
I always thought, Keita, that it was the real estate agent. I always thought, because she just keep, are you going to sell? You should sell. You need to sell. Like, yeah, I felt like it was just something funky about her in the first place. I'm like, why do you keep pressing me to sell?
Yeah, she said those tunnels may be linked to the jails, the country club, all the houses.
Right.
I'm telling you, I be going through that bitch with a flamethrower like I'm in Vietnam.
All right, everybody who has access is everybody involved. Y'all popping in, we done with the podcast. We've been hanging out for the past 40 minutes.
Fuck around with Fox.
Talking about shows and stuff. And again, I'm going to tell you, AMC's Anne Rice's Interview the Vampire on AMC is dope. And The Watcher is also equally dope. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, you gotta watch the show, Jason. You're gonna be like, ain't no goddamn way.
Ain't no motherfucking way. I smell pussy.
It's not
3.5 million. Let me tell you how I ain't moving for 3.5.
yes,
and they're like, well, just sell a house for 1.9. 1.9. What? American?
Right.
Fuck, like American?
Right.
Fuck out of here, boy.
That is crazy to me.
How the fuck you just wake up barking?
So y'all, the puppies are growing. Okay, they're growing and they're getting fat. They're getting very luscious. Okay,
luscious, fluffy.
Yeah, they so damn cute. I can't wait. Their eyes look like they're trying to open, but of course
they look like fat ass gerbils.
Yeah, they're not ready yet. But once their eyes open, we're gonna take some adorable pictures, and all of you guys are gonna fall in love with them. And it's going to be great. They're going to go into some great homes, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, we ain't selling them for as much as we probably should, but we just want them to go to good homes.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be stuck with a lot of dogs.
And they good breed of dogs, too, despite what they say about pit bulls.
Yeah. Oh,
friendly ass, gentle Andre the Giant ass blue pit bull.
Yeah, this old jolly green giant puppy over here.
I know.
Jolly gray giant.
You have to say that last part with excitement.
We want to read it. Well, I'm done. I'm about to tap out. I'm happy you all stayed on for us. Very entertaining. Best podcast ever. She said you had to say it with excitement.
Ever.
Thanks for waking up the kids.
Keita, love you. Thank you guys for tuning in with us after the show. He'll drop the rest of the stuff this week. So tomorrow he'll start.
I might just drop all this audio with it too.
Oh, all this
everybody can hear all your shenanigans.
Audio. It's like
this
like
is the fuck you. You should have made the podcast.
Yeah, this is like, oh well, your ass should have made the podcast. Like, you're too damn late. So here we go.
You're too damn late.
Deal with the overtime and chill with us, and that's it. You don't get the whole thing.
Yeah. Also, make sure y'all go to YouTube. And it's on the Facebook page. Fox will share it in a little while, but we put the clip from 59 in case y'all missed episode 59. We got the gun in your head, and we trying to push some stuff out. So God bless y'all showing your family. Thanks, amen.
Thank you
appreciate
so
it, brother.
Much,
Same to you.
I received that. Okay, I feel it in my spirit. All right. Nah, it was good not to share this after party. Yeah, right? Like, nah, catch the show when it's done if you want to see the show.
She's saying the exact opposite, but yeah,
No, I'm slow.
After the show, it's the after party, and it's the hotel lobby. And yeah, we out. I got to get up and run with this fat-ass gray dog in the morning.
Bye, y'all. Peace. We'll see you guys on, what day is? Oh, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Fox going to be there for some of the podcasts, at least.
I don't want to be there. Who want to go to brunch with me? Who want to hang out?
What brunch got to do with fucking 8 o'clock at night, the podcast?
Who want to hang out? Who want to do something with me? Okay? I don't want to be there. I want him to do his own thing.